name is Beth Bilat, and we're going to do a 15-minute stretch today. It's going to help you get recharged, rejuvenated, feel great, and be more balanced and flexible. So let's begin by doing a little bit of breathing. I want you to place your hands on your belly with your thumb by your navel. And I just want you to learn to belly breathe so that our stretching can be most effective. So we're going to breathe in and out through our nose. Imagine there's a hollow tube that goes all the way down where your hands are in your belly. Attached to it, imagine there's a balloon. As you inhale, the balloon will inflate, and as you exhale, the balloon will fall. So let's do some diaphragmatic breathing. Relax your shoulders and your knees, relax your body, and just begin to breathe into your bellies. Allow the belly to rise and fall on each inhale and exhale. Once you feel as though you can get your breath into your belly, allow it to rise up like a wave all the way up into your heart so that the breath starts low and bring all the way up to the clavicle. So let's focus on breathing that way throughout our practice today. So first thing I want you to do is just shake your hands and shake your feet and take some nice deep breaths. Then we'll go ahead and bring our feet down, and we're going to begin by doing some nice easy trunk rolls. Now notice that my arms flop on my body. That's how relaxed they are. And look behind you as you do your twists. So we're getting a full spinal twist. Very relaxed, nice and easy. And then on the next one, I want you to hold. So hold the twist and look as far behind you as you can, comfortably. Release and switch other side. And good job. From here, let's roll our shoulders back. Open up the chest. Roll through your back. And switch directions. All the way up and around. Nice big circles. Your shoulders are an amazing tool, and keeping them flexible is important. And strong, of course. And now we're going to go a little bit wider on our stance. And let's roll our hips nice and big. There's some nice acupuncture points that go through the groin and your lower back. So this helps just open up those hips. Release and switch directions the other way. And now we're going to bring our feet together. And I want you to roll your ankles and your knees. I'm going to remind you to stay with your breathing. Okay, we don't hold our breath when we stretch. Release and switch other direction. Helps with keeping your knees and ankles nice and supple. And release. Then bring our feet about shoulder width apart again. Place your left hand on your thigh. Inhale, exhale, and let's hold this big, beautiful side bend. You want to lift up and out. Try not to fall into it. Make sure your neck is comfortable, and just feel that whole side body begin to open. Lift the rib cage and release. Let's do the other side. Big inhale, exhale. We'll take a few breaths here and hold that side. Open it up. That other right hand comes down the thigh and release down. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale and clasp your hands on top. And now we're going to stretch up and open up those shoulders. Lift your heart. And let's do another little side bend here. One hand assisting the other. And now release and switch. Hold that side bend. And release back to center. Let's do one more set of trunk rolls here. And then I'm going to have you do some sumo squats, which will also help open up the back and the hips. So we're going to go nice and wide. Be careful of your bad knees. Maybe don't go so low. And I want your knees and your toes to align together and just come on down here and open up as low as you can. Now, if you want to, you can leave your hands on your knees, or if you can bring your hands to the floor, great. And we're going to do our first kind of forward fold where we lift our hips and hold your head down and relax your body. Straighten your knees if you can. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel the back of those hamstrings open and then release and come on back through. Good. Shake it out again. And we're going to take a seat. So I'm going to have you in a seated position, and I'd like for you to crisscross your legs. Again, if you have bad knees, you might have to put one out a little further, but otherwise just do a little crisscross here. Pull the knees in nice and tight to you. Sit down on your sit bones. I'm going to have you lean forward and relax your head forward and just feel those hips open up. Take some nice deep breaths here. And slowly release. Roll yourself up, and now we're going to do the other side. So we switch which legs in front. Lay forward, let the head go. Relax your shoulders, inch yourself forward. And slowly release. Extend both legs out, and I want you to pull your toes towards you, towards your torso. And you're gonna bring your chest forward. Try not to fall into this and round, but stay open and just feel the hamstrings open up and through. Good. So when your toes are back, you'll probably feel that more in your calves or behind the knees. So let's roll up. Let's go ahead and bring the toes forward now, and you'll probably feel this more in your hamstrings, and even where the hamstrings connect to the gluteals. Relax your body down, relax your neck, and then slowly release and roll up. So you're going to take your right hand and cross it over your knee, and bring the left hand behind you with your fingertips pretty close to your bum. I want you to sit up nice and tall, beautiful long posture. And I'm going to have you look over that shoulder and take a few breaths here. Good. Just use your hands to help ignite that twist. Slowly release, and let's switch sides. So bring it over to the opposite knee. Your fingertips are facing back, and look over your shoulder. Nice tall posture. Take another breath or two, and then slowly release. I want you to lay down on one of your sides, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to go ahead and grab your ankle, and you're going to pull your heel to your bum and push your hips forward and feel the flexor muscles in the quadricep with a nice stretch. Good posture. Again, don't try to fall into this. Hold yourself up tall, core engaged, and take some nice deep breaths. The more you can push your hips forward, the more you'll feel that in your quadriceps and the flexors. Good. Slowly release, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So tall posture, grab your ankle. If you can't grab your ankle for any reason, also if you have bad knees, I want you to be real careful on this one, but you can use a towel too that can go around your ankle and help you to grab that. I'm pushing my hips forward and pulling my knee back, heel to the bone. So really feeling a great stretch in the front of my leg. Perfect. So now from here, I'm going to have you lie down on your back, and you're going to cross one leg over and pull this in as a unit. You can either grab the bottom of that knee. I like to support my foot and my knee, my other knee, and I pull this in. Oh my goodness, it feels so good in those hips. The lower your heel is towards your hip, the more you'll feel the stretch on this. Be careful of your knee. You can support it, or don't go too far. You should feel a beautiful opening in that hip area. Take some nice deep breaths here, and slowly release. Switch sides. Pull that in, and feel that hip open. It's this side, the working hip. Beautiful. Take another breath or two. And then slowly release. From here, you're going to bring both knees to one side. This opposite shoulder stays on the ground and relaxed. And I like to take the opposite hand and pull my knee down and just feel my hips open, the side of my body. And I also feel some pull in my chest as well. So just relax into that twist. Feels wonderful. Make sure you're breathing. We never want to struggle against stretching. People have this concept sometimes where they hold their breath and they tug on their body, and it really defeats the purpose. You want to be relaxed and open and just feel that side body. Go ahead and release and switch other side. Again, shoulder down. I like to use that opposite hand, and I feel a great opening in my chest, and feels wonderful. And then slowly release. So now you're going to grab both knees, like so, and you're going to do what I call a poor man's massage. You circle your legs around, okay? So you're circling them around, and it feels fantastic on the lower back. And I'm going to switch directions now. And then I'm going to center up and just pull both knees in. Then I'm going to extend my legs up towards the sky. First, my toes are pointed, and I'm going to pull those knees in for another hamstring stretch. Good. You don't want to let the lower back come off the ground too much. And then I'm going to release that back. Now I'm going to pull my toes back towards me, extend the heel, and now I'm feeling that almost completely in my calves. Good. Slowly release. So I'm going to put the bottom of my feet together and just let my knees hang out to the side. And I feel an opening in the groin, so it feels great to just open up that area. It's okay to rock back and forth a little bit. And then I'm going to bring both legs up again. And this time I'm going to separate them and keep my feet facing the ceiling. And I'm going to grab the bottom of my feet. If you can't, you can always grab your ankles. And I'm going to pull my knees towards the outside of my shoulders. This is called Happy Baby in yoga. And it feels like a wonderful groin and hip opening. And it's hard to get this stretch without doing this movement. So I really like this one a lot. Good. And then just slowly release. And I'm going to bring your feet close to your hips, close to your bum. And we're just going to do a couple of bridges. So what I'm going to have you do is push the arch of your back down and then lift your hips up, zippering up the vertebrae. And then I'm going to have you bring it back down, each vertebrae touching like a reverse zipper now. Inhale, arch down, exhale, lift that all the way up. Inhale, and exhale down. So this time we're going to hold it up. Inhale, exhale up, and I'm going to have you work your shoulder blades together and see if you can clasp your hands and keep your feet nice and close to your bum and lift your hips up. And take some nice deep breaths here, lifting the heart, lifting the hips. Keep your knees, in alignment with your toes. Try not to let them go out too far, in too far, but in alignment. And then slowly release that back down. And I'm going to have you extend your legs out nice and straight and extend your arm out. And you're just going to make yourself imagine an inch taller. So I'm going to push my fingers away from my head, and I'm going to push my toes out and be nice and long. Good. Now slowly release that. And I'm going to have you go ahead and sit up and be in a crisscross position. And we're just going to take some cleansing breaths. We stretch the body, we breathe, we moved. I feel wonderful. Big breath in, inhale, exhale out. One more time, inhale, exhale out. And I want to thank you. I hope you feel recharged, rejuvenated, and wonderful. Have a fantastic day. Namaste.